Okay, so we are starting our second episode, which is the mesh method, right? So mesh method is a situation whereby you allow only one current to act as a circuit. So in this circuit, we have one loop here. So we can assign one current called what? I1. And then another loop, we also have what? Another current called what? I2. So assuming we had more loops, we just be assigning the current to each loop. Now when you are done with this, you now assign the current direction. Realize that this current is moving this way, so it will start from positive and end what? Negative. This one is moving this way, so from positive to where? Negative. So we are done with this circuit. Now if you go to the other circuit, we have current also moving within the loop. So assigning current for that loop to, you can see that it's moving from where? Positive to where? Negative. Moves from positive to where? Negative. This one is not only one current moving this way, rather we have different current that is moving within each loop, right? When we are done with this, we move on to the Kirchhoff's law. So we have A, B, C, and then finally D. So considering loop what? A, B, C, D, back to where? A. Using what? The Kirchhoff voltage law. Okay. Now let's move. From negative to positive will give us a value of what? 20, which is positive. From positive to where? Negative. Because our movement is in this direction. Will give us negative, right? Minus what? 5I1. Now from positive to negative will give us what? Negative, which is minus what? 10. Okay. So the current you put here depends on the loop you are dealing with. Now if you look at this question critically, we are dealing with loop number 1. That means that the current I1 has to be the main current. And then we have loop number 2. Also coming to what? Counter react with what? I1. So we subtract that one. So more or less like I am the main loop and you are the foreigner loop. So I will subtract you from the circuit. So that will give us minus what? I2. And the resultant was what will give us what? The voltage. And so we are done. And this one will be equal to what? 0. So let's sum them. So we have minus 5I1. We have minus 10 what? I1 plus what? 10I2 plus 20. And that will be equal to 0. So let's try and then add them. So we have, I'm moving into the other direction. So we have 15I1 minus 10I2 is equal to 20. This one will give us equation 1. Now after we are done with this, we can also move to the other loop. We have what? Loop what? D, E, F, C. Using what? Kirchhoff voltage law. So we are also doing the same movement, right? This time from positive to negative because we are considering the other loop producing its own current. From positive to negative will give us what? Negative. So that will give us 10 what? 10. So 10. The current direction depends on the loop we are dealing with. In this case, we are dealing with loop number what? I2. So I2 becomes the main one and I1 becomes the foreigner. So you subtract I1 from the loop. Okay. So from positive to negative, that will give us what? Minus what? 2I what? 2, right? And then from positive to negative will give us what? Minus what? 8. And this will be equal to what? 0. So in this case, we have negative 10I2 plus what? 10I1 minus 2I2 is equal to what? 8, right? So we can add them. Let's do that. So we get minus 12I2 plus 10I1, and this will be equal to what? 8. So we have equation 1 here. So let me just write it all. 10I1 minus 12I2 is equal to 8. Equation 1. Let me use this one as equation 1 so that I'll bring this one in. And we have 15I1 minus 10I2 is equal to what? 20. And this is what our equation 2. So solving this simultaneously, we have our I1 equal to, and then I2 is also equal to a certain value. Can I get a calculator? Or you can do it for me. Okay. So we have 10 minus 12. Are you there? Okay. Minus 12, and then we have 8. Okay. We have 15 minus 10, and then we have 20. 2 arms, and then I2, 1 arm. Very good. Thank you very much.